Welcome back, everybody. Rudy with Alpha Investments. And yes, it's time I tell you guys I spent $5 on a haircut. No, I'm serious. I don't look homeless right now. So due to requests and everything, we're taking a week off on analyzing a particular Magic set today. And we are actually going to go over a little bit of a different approach. The most common thing that people send to me and say to me in messages and everything is always, if you invest in any form of collectibles or trading cards, you're dumb, negativity, you're made fun of, you're ridiculed, whether it's Magic, Pokemon, even sports cards, comics, coins. I've heard it all the way even to art, which is pretty tough to argue with nowadays. But the point is, I wanted to go over a different video of Rudy. I mean, it's stupid. By the time you sell it and by the time you do this, it's a liquid, you can't do anything. I want to address the basic concept of why most Magic players that convert to collectors, that eventually convert over to investors if they stay with the hobby for a long period of time, why they tend to fail because of the mindset that they have and because they don't understand expectations, they don't understand percentages, and they simply don't get the difference in raw numbers, percentages on numbers that are small versus big scaling. It really comes down to that relativity. You know, the whole theory of relativity, the scalability of numbers. And I want to go over that. So today we got four items. We got our Magic Origins, Eldritch, Battle for Zen, and Ixalan. We got all four on the board. And of course, I picked these four sets because I wanted a diverse kind of example. Origins was supposed to be the last core set, very unique. So it was supposed to be the last one. That was the end. Eldritch Moon, it was a small set a long time ago, no lottery cards, nothing special, but it was very well received at launch. It was opened very little at launch after Shadows over Innistrad. Origins, like I said, had that, oh, this is the end, and a lot of investor mentality right out of the gate. Battle for Zendikar, that was the first Expedition lottery cards inserted into that particular product, and it created a very strange world and kind of image around that, and of course it was printed into Oblivion, which created a lot of negativity in the online intranets. Then we had Ixalan, a more recent set from actually released September of 2017, the newest on all of our examples, and this one was just the most, even I was guilty in 2017. I was a very negative, angry Rudy on the internet because of these type of products, you know, because we just came from Hour of Devastation, Iconic Man. I was a very negative, angry person myself, so even I feel bad about that. So I thought that was a perfect example to have a long-form discussion. Let's talk about it. Let's compare the numbers. And of course, we got the good old SPYs. We got the SPY, for those you don't know, that's pretty much like the largest, you know, ETF, exchange-traded fund on Wall Street. It represents the S&P 500, has an expense ratio of pretty much almost nothing. Like, what's the Vanguard one, like 0.04? It's pretty much nothing. This one's probably the same 0.0, some ridiculous low thing. So we're gonna use that as an interesting benchmark. We're not trying to beat Wall Street or the S&P 500. We're trying to just do a comparison on the importance of having money in collectibles, stocks, bonds, real estate, crypto, and anything else you want to be a part of. The importance of kind of scattershotting through the different sectors. So, first thing, let's go, what should we start with? I don't even know. This is like exciting. This is really fun. So I hope you guys are patient today. This is gonna be a long video. Sit down. I hope you got a kind of a party pack from Taco Bell and some frozen, you know, pizza rolls, get some chicken wings. Take your time. This is gonna be a long video. So, I don't know what we should start with. You think we should start with the most recent? Let's start with the most recent. All right, so Ixalan, currently September 2019. Hopefully my microphone is good. Currently, September 2019, this product came out in September of 2017. So we have a release date of, I guess we're gonna just put like, how should we do this? I think we'll do a release date of just September. We'll do 9/1 and then we'll just do 2017. How about that? Is that kind of good for everybody? Hopefully everybody can read that. So we're going to do release date of September of 2017. So this is the newest of the four squares, the four horsemen corners that we're going to do today. So, and now, on release, the next thing I'm going to let everybody know, I'm going to base all the cost basis starting point of every single product we talk about in this video is going to be based on a starting point of $81 a booster box. It should be your cost basis if you're looking to do this. Well, Rudy, why that number? That is the number I'm going to use as if, shameless Rudy plug, if you're a patron of mine for the last 3 years and you've been in since the beginning when I had Eldritch Moon, my very first offering, $81 a box cost basis would be the price if you bought a case of Magic from me for $79.99 and you paid the patron fee of $10 or $15 a month, and then after getting your 1 to 2% cash back on a credit card, your cost basis on each booster box should be 81, actually should be less, but we're gonna round it to an even 81. So that is the number we're gonna use for this entire video. So we're gonna get that right in the open. So the cost basis for everything in this video, everybody, all the cost basis is straight up. We're gonna do $81 for everything. Every single box is gonna have a cost basis of 81, okay? So, Ixalan, here we are. Set came out in September 2017. It's been exactly 2 years, everybody. And the current market price, as of right now, cheapest eBay buy it now in English, shipped to your door, is $95 a box. Wow, look at that terrible handwriting. Can you guys read that? So $95 a box is the current cheapest Ixalan price. So you started 81, you got 95. Now, for also simple math, we're gonna assume anytime you liquidate any investment or any sealed product, we're gonna take $10 off for either a selling fee, shipping fee, a GP fee, PayPal fee. We're gonna just do an even $10 reduction for any time you sell a box. So if you sell this box at $95, we're gonna assume you walk away with $85. Some people are gonna walk away with a little bit less, some people are gonna walk away a little bit more, but we're gonna use a middle ground $10 reduction per order. I figure that's kind of a nice middle ground. So, Ixalan came out September of 2017. So the next assumption we're gonna make is a 12-month imprint period. So we're gonna assume in September on 9/2018, we're gonna assume the product went out of print. Okay, so now we've literally been 1 additional year. So Ixalan, regular Ixalan, has been out of print for 12 months. And there's been no growth. There's been no growth at all. So pretty much anybody who bought in around this tail end period of that going out of print paid the $81 a piece. It's currently at $95. If you sell it minus $10, you're gonna walk away with $85. You pretty much made, there's no real money in it, period. So as you can see, short-term investing for 1 year is a waste. Ixalan, I know, well, Rudy, Ixalan's a terrible set. That's a bad example. It's a terrible product. Yeah, well, you know what? I spent $5 on the haircut. Maybe that was a terrible product. The point is, that's the typical negative Timmy response of everything. The very bitter, negative, just doesn't want to really think further. Now, just for funsies, for those of you out there, just to lay it out there, if you actually sold and walked away with 85 right now, and you actually started with 81, you would actually make a $4 technical gain based on these assumptions. Technically, that's a 5% return in 1 year. Now, since it's such a small dollar amount, since you're literally only making a whopping $5, it seems silly and it seems stupid because the scale is low and the relative raw numbers is just very low. It's just not impressive. It feels stupid. It feels like a waste of time, and it doesn't feel good. Do you guys see what I'm saying? So right out of the gate, as you can see, if it comes out in 2017, goes out of print in 2018, and here we are in 2019. In 2019, it's only $95. Take off our $10 transaction cost, and you walk away with $85. You made $5. Well, actually, $4 technically. So hold on. I don't want people to be upset. So you made $4. I know, hashtag math, right? You made a whopping $4 on your $81. You turned 81 to 85, which actually, again, that is about 5% return. So technically, that's still approximately a 5% return in 1 year. Now, it feels stupid because the numbers are so small. It's like buying 1 share of stock. It feels terrible. Now, of course, before we go any further though, on a larger scale, instead of 1 box, if that was 10 boxes, instead of making $4, you would have made $40. You see my point? If that was 100 boxes, you would have made $400 profit. Now again, same 5%, but you would have made $400 profit if it was 100 boxes. And actually, your margins probably would have been a little better because you would have combined shipping and things like that, and the numbers would have been skewed more favorably. So that's the first thing I want everyone to look at. We're going to look at Ixalan here, and that's what's going on. All right. So now, before we move to everything else, we got to ask ourselves, what do we think is going to happen? So now we're not going to sell Ixalan. We're not going to sell it. We're not going to take our 5%. We're not going to make our measly little $4. We're going to keep it. So now in the year 2020, let's say 2020 rolls around, another 1 year from now, September 2020, does everyone honestly believe Ixalan's still going to be $95? In my opinion, I don't think it will be. But I don't think it's going to go up very much because there's a lot out there. There's just not a lot of people excited about it. I think most likely in the year 2020, you're probably going to, instead of $95 a box, honestly, 103 a box. Literally, that's it. I don't think it's going to be a lot, everybody. But year 2021, honestly, I'm going to jump it to like I'm going to say 115. Because I actually do believe, I mean, now you're talking 2 more years from now, it's 115 a box. Now, that's a long time. It went out of print in 2018. That means it's been out of print for 3 years, and it's only going to be 115 a box. The average Timmy is going to make fun of you for that because they don't understand finance. Now, the average person is going to step back and go, is that really good or bad? I'm not really sure. Okay, let's think about that. Okay, so now, out of print for 3 years. So we actually held the investment for 3 years post out of print, okay? So now we paid 81, we're at 115. What are we at, everybody? Well, I can tell you right now, 19 to 100 plus an extra 15. That puts us at what? $34 profit margin. So now we're at $34 profit. Now we're taking the $34 and we divide it by 3. Remember, simple interest, not making it compound. Just we're going to keep this very simple, everybody. So now $34 profit divided by 3 years. Now we're at $11 a year profit. Okay? Well, wait a minute. $11 per year profit, $34 total profit. Wait a minute, a $34 profit? Wait. I thought we were only getting 5%. So as you can see, the numbers start to skew and have more of an exponential parabolic movement after you hit that 3 to 5 year period versus the 1 year period. So immediately we notice, instead of making the, remember our original $4 profit, which was 5%. Well, now if we're making $34 in 3 years, well, actually that's a little over $11 a year. Okay, well, $34 from your 81 there, instead of a 5% annual return, now we're talking an annual return that's nowhere near 5%. We are substantially higher than 5%. Honestly, just looking at honestly, what is that, about 10 to, holy crap, that is a lot. Actually, wow, that's over 10% annual return. Okay, so now we're probably about 10 to 13% annual return. Holy smokes, that's actually quite a bit. Let's just do the middle. Let's just say 12%, but I think it's actually like 13, 14%, but I don't want to be specific. So now I'm going to call it actually just a 12%. So now we're at a 12% annual return if we wait the 3 year marker. And of course we can take off our $10. So that'll probably drop it down to 10%. So now instead of the 5% return in our measly little $4, we've immediately doubled the return by being patient and not listening to the negativity online. Now, if you think about that, holy crap, that's a big deal. And I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked, everybody, because guess what? The S&P 500 over the last 10 years, anybody know what the average return is for the last 10 years in the S&P? I'm glad you asked. It's about 13.5%. It's very, very good. So the S&P is about 13.6% for the last 10 years each year. So it's been popping out on average 13. Now again, some of those years were like 20% and some years were like 8%. But the average return, if you take that up and down, it's been actually averaging 13.6%. It's actually incredibly strong. Now remember, the S&P has been averaging that very strong number, everybody, because that is coming from a post-2008 crash. So this number is skewed at a higher rate of return because you're not factoring in the previous 10 years, here comes our 20 year, and you're not factoring in the full-blown collapse of 08, or I guess 2007, 2008. Now if you go a 20-year average on the S&P 500, it's actually about 5.5%. So actually in the last 20 years, in other words, based on September 1st 2019, if you go back to September 1st, what was that 2019? Was it 1999? Golly, really? 1999. So September 1st, 1999, all the way to 2019. The average return has been about 5.5, which is actually a little low because it skews it because of the '08 crash. So if you take the actual average between the two, you're looking at your average, same old, no, I'd call it 8%. Let's call it 8, not 7. That is the weirdest 8 I've ever seen. Deal with it, everybody. I'm not going to change it. So the average S&P, honestly, in the last 20 years, I'm going to call it about 8%. I know it's been really about 5 and as high as, let's just go right in the middle, 8. And you guys have heard me in the past. I've always talked to you guys. The goal of investing for me is 5 to 8% a year. I've told everybody that. I don't need double digit. I don't want 1 to 2%. I don't want to be negative inflation. I don't want to hold cash. Cash is trash, that kind of thing. You know, I like that middle 5 to 8% because you're making a return, but you're not being too excessively risky. We're going to get slaughtered in a crash, everybody. So that's it for our Ixalan. So it's funny because when we look back at Ixalan, it's a terrible product. It was negative. People hated it. I bashed on this set. I was negative about it. I told everyone it was garbage, colorful dinosaurs. The lottery cards were removed. You know, I mean, and you look at the scenario and you're going, that really, even for a crappy set with low numbers, it just doesn't seem that bad. It really just like, am I missing something? It truly doesn't feel that bad. Isn't that amazing to think that? I mean, come on, isn't that amazing? So let's move over to something else. Let's go to the next set. We ready? So we're gonna do the same thing. What should we do next? That was Ixalan. I think we should go Battle for Zendikar. Let's do Battle for Zendikar because it has lottery cards. I want to do the lottery cards. I really want to talk about the lottery card, the impact of it. So Battle for Zendikar, hold on, let me get my blue marker. Battle for Zendikar, let me get my notes, came out October 2015. All right, so we've got, we'll start with October of 2015. Battle for Zendikar came out. It went out of print, let's call it October 2016. Here we are in almost October 2019. So we'll have 3 benchmarks. How about that? We'll kind of do that. So it came out in 2015. All right. Again, cost basis, $81. You bought from me as a shameless Rudy patron. You were buying cases of Battle for Zendikar from me for $79.99 shipped, like hundreds, if not 1,000 people did. So we're going to start cost basis, $81. Battle for Zendikar. Here we go. That's an inappropriate symbol. Is it inappropriate? No, I didn't draw an inappropriate symbol today. It's just a normal symbol. Okay, so we're going to start with our $81. Okay, and when it first came out, it averaged about 90, you know, typical open market. Out of print, you know, about 95. Never really did much. You know, and in 2016, a year later, there's still boxes everywhere. The set had no value. Everybody just opened it into oblivion to try to get the lottery cards, right? So nothing crazy so far. So the question is, what happened? So now we're going to bump all, October 2019 is only 2 weeks away. So how come all of a sudden here we are? And guess what? $150 a box. Holy smokes, holy testicle Tuesdays. How on earth does that happen when the expected value of the box, the cards in the box, nothing's gone up? The cards in the set have been reprinted. There's been more lottery cards, fancy box toppers, extended art, showdown packs, collector's packs. There's all kinds of foo-foo fairy dust stuff everywhere. How come the price of the box is going up? I've told you guys a million times, the price of an old sealed product does not necessarily reflect the value of the cards inside. We've been through this, everybody. So here we are. You paid $81 a box. 2019, we're at $150. Okay? So we are already, holy smokes, that's a nice return. Holy crap. If we're at 150, we start 81. Holy crap, what's that, 6? Don't laugh. So we're up $69. God, the comment section is going to light up for that. So right now, here we are, and we are up $69. I didn't plan that, but that's hilarious. So we're up $69 on the Battle for Zendikar. And you got to ask yourself, holy smokes. So this thing went out of print in 2016. So you should have bought into the product a month or two before out of print, before the 12-month period. So in 3 years, This product, which everybody says printed to oblivion, it's garbage, don't invest, Rudy's dumping garbage to his patrons, and you know, just so he can buy reserve lists. Joke's on me, isn't it? The reserve list isn't going up, all this is. And of course, you know, blah, 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 bash Rudy, angry lab coat people on the internet, evil, forge, counterfeit, whatever stories you want to read. So the point is, here we are, up $69 from the 2016 buy-in point, which is what you should have done. 3 years, up 69. Holy crap. Even if you take the $10 selling off, $10 to sell it. So we're only up $59. Or you want to just call it 60? Make it easy, Matt. No, let's leave it 59. So if you're up that much divided by 3 years, you're pretty much up $20 a year. Well, $81, and you want your, holy crap, that is huge return. What the, oh my God. Like, I almost want to stop and get a calculator just to be like, holy smokes. A $20 a year return on $81? Holy smokes. Is that like, I think it's like 25% a year. Isn't that like 25% a year? 816? All right, we're going to call it like 25% a year just for an even number. Holy crap. So, geez. So 25% annual returns. Geez, that's ridiculous. I didn't know it was that high. I thought it was like 15% before I filmed the video. Now I'm like, wow, I really should research this stuff a little better. So Battle for Zendikar is at $150 as of the filming of this video. Now again, English, not foreign boxes, not Korean, Chinese, Japanese, or Spanish. English pricing only, everybody. We're basing on the cheapest buy it now in English shipped to your door. Now, holy crap, that's crazy. I'm just so blown away by that number. That is just really not what I expected, everybody. That really just... So I guess the question now leads to, at this point in time, do you sell out and lock in your extraordinary return? So pretty much if you had made $59 because you bought one box for $81, you sell it now for $150, maybe you go to a local store, a GP, or I don't know how you want to sell it. Even online, you're probably, at this price point, you're probably going to lose, I'd say $20 if you sell one box, and of course it'll scale different, depends on combined shipping and how you sell, if you have top rated, different fee structures, PayPal, you know, whatever. So let's just call it this. If you did one box, you would have made $59. Obviously 10 boxes, $590. 100 boxes, you would have made $5,900 on 100 boxes of Battle for Zendikar. Holy crap. That is crazy. That is really something else, everybody. So before we move on to the next thing, I think the moral of the story is that if you had listened to other people's opinions online, you would have lost. The second moral of the story is just because people say it's a bad set, not balanced, there's no value in the set, you would have lost. The other interesting thing is it does appear that sets with lottery cards in them actually age better than sets without lottery cards. And that is something that I'm very surprised to see now that we actually have data on that. So I'm very surprised to see that because that is something I did predict. I predicted that incorrectly. Now, moving forward, I do believe this will continue. I do not believe over the next 3 to 5 years, like this example over here, in 2020, 2021, I do feel by in another 12 months from now, I'm thinking 12 months from now, 150 is probably going to be 175. And I think by 2021, we're going to be $200 a box. And we could be going plus. We're going higher than that. So I do feel the actual double-digit return is going to continue on this particular product. I don't see any reason for it to actually not continue because the demand is just, you know, it's kind of steady. It's not really very high demand. But at the same time, there's just not a lot of boxes to go around, everybody. I mean, you know, it's just something that if you want the product, you're very limited on where to go, especially as this gets older and older. All right, so that's enough for Battle for Zendikar. That's insane. God, that return. And it's funny because now people are watching this going, I understand why Rudy looks at things very differently. Because if my goal is 8% a year, and pretty much in the last 20 years, if we have another crash, which eventually we'll have another recession, I don't know if it's next month, next year, or 10 years, you know, your returns are going to go from this more towards this, which is going to average your kind of that water level will average a little lower. Because we've had so many years of good returns, the easy money's been made. You guys know I say that all the time. So I want to jump over now to Origins. This is a great story. So we're going to jump over to Origins, everybody. Magic Origins, no lottery cards. Okay, let's start there. Origins came out July of 2015. Yeah, so similar, right before Battle for Zendikar. So we got a July, oh, hold on, I made so much of a mess around here. Holy crap, hang on. 25% return, I'll put that down here. So I got more room. So, comes out July of 2015, okay? Goes out of print, July 2016. Starting and averaging 90. Goes out of print, usually about 95 to 100. Remember, we paid $81 because shameless Rudy plug, you should have been a patron because that's what I'm here for, right? Inappropriate hugs, that's what we do. Here we are, September 2019, right? Okay, in September 2019, current market price on eBay, cheapest English shipped booster box, $120 a booster box is the current market price. So here we are, same thing, 3 years out of print, not as good as 150 from Battle for Zendikar, but 120, still not bad, still not bad. But do you see the importance, everybody? Do you see the importance of the diversification? So when people send me messages and they're saying to me, Rudy, which one should I invest my money in? Rudy, what's the best set? Should I put it all in Guilds of Ravnica? Should I put it all in Ravnica Allegiance? No, everything wore the spark. Everybody thought this was dead money and garbage. Everybody thought Origins was, even me. I said Origins was gonna be the big daddy. I told everybody, Rudy, everybody watching, Origins is gonna be the big daddy. Call me Papa Rudy, everybody. Hashtag Papa Rudy in the comment section. That's how I know you're still watching these long videos. I'm telling you all, I told everybody Origins was gonna be the best, and I was wrong. Turns out, guess what? Battle for Zendikar is the best, right? Right? Is that the best? I mean, think about this. Do you see what's happening here? You cannot predict the future unless you have 3 DeLoreans. And great Scott, you don't need roads to drive on. And you're from the future with hoverboards. And even then, they still screwed up going through time with a DeLorean. You cannot predict it. So you must diversify. And when I say diversify, you still need to own the SPYs. You need the S&P. You need the magic. You need real estate. You need it all. You don't go all in one category. I've been preaching this for years. All of this works the best when it's mushed together like a nasty, inappropriate, can I even say that word? Okay, that's the key to it. So, Origins, here we are, $120 shipped, here we are. Not as good of returns as Battle for Zendikar, but not bad, not bad. We got a 3 years since it's been out of print. You paid $81 a piece, 3 years from 81 to 120. You're up about $40 a box, take off $10 to sell it. You're up $30 a box in 3 years. So you're up about $10 per box per year to get a $30 return on average. Not bad. $10 increase per box per year over 3 years, starting at 80. Honestly, it's about a 12% return. It's about 12, we're going to call that a 12%er. So you're looking at Origins, which still turned out to be a bad investment because it hasn't done much, is still producing double digits. But what's funny is people say, oh, that box it's been out of print for years. It's only $120. Yeah, if you paid $110 from a local store, or, your local Amazon retail LGS, yeah, you're not in a position to invest because you overpaid. I am strictly talking investment purposes. If you're looking to just buy a box and enjoy your local game store with your friends, if you still have friends and a local game store, buy the box for any price, enjoy it, open it, draft it, have a great weekend. It's great entertainment. It's cheap compared to going out and drinking alcohol and wasting your money on stupid guys and girls, okay? The point is, but if you're looking to build a long-term investment, this is the direction you need to go, everybody. This is something that, you need to focus on these numbers. Look at these numbers. Do you understand? Even Ixalan. Do you really think in 2021 Ixalan's not going to be $115 a box? It probably will be. Dragon's Maze is $100 a box now. Do you see my point? And when you look at the raw numbers, and I know the numbers are small. There are some of my viewers and some of my patrons that are very wealthy. They make me look poor. They're worth hundreds of millions or something. They attach eyeballs to people's faces and put elbows on your head. There are some of you people out there who are way wealthier than me. I get it. Some of you are just younger than me and you're just starting out. And I'm already ahead of you. We're all in different points in life. And that's okay. The purpose of these videos is not to make you feel good or bad, it's to open your eyes of what's going on out there. Besides just reading Reddit. Reading, oh look, hey look on Reddit, 10 more people drew on their cards and made custom art. Oh look, somebody said something cute. Oh look, here's a picture of somebody making a cupcake. Bro, what are you doing with your life? You know, I mean, that's cute, it's fun, I respect it, but dude, if you want to look at bigger scales, you have to look at things differently and think differently. And this is a great video and example. It got really dark, sorry, the lighting. Is everything okay? Can you guys still see me? Yeah, looks great, cool. You know, the thing is, you have to understand these are the real numbers. I pulled it from eBay. This is what patrons pay if they're just buying on average. This is what the data shows. These are the dates they released and went out. These are the actual numbers. Don't make up the numbers. Go on eBay. Look for yourself. English prices only. You know, and it is what it is, everybody. And it's important to not be influenced by emotion. You have to leave emotion at the door. You cannot let other people skew your decision. I told you guys 6 months ago I made that video about my patrons, where I had one patron who had all these accounts telling other patrons, don't buy this, Rudy's overpriced, everything's garbage. And I found out he was piling up. I mean, the dude was a $100 patron buying, literally, I mean, this dude was buying like 50 to 100 boxes a month, telling everyone don't do it. You gotta be careful out there, everybody. I'm telling you all. So, final phase, we're going to Eldritch Moon, everybody. Eldritch Moon comes out July 2016. After, look at the date, July 2016, good old Eldritch, okay? Battle for Zen, 2015. Origins, 2015. Is that right? Eldritch Moon was 2016? Was it really? I thought it was... All right, well, that's what I may be wrong on the date. You know, let's look at that. So 2016, again, comes out, open market, $90 a box. Goes out of print, July 2017. What's it usually about 95 range, maybe 100? Not much, typical normal thing. Here we are, September 2019, everybody. Here we are. Where are we at? I'll tell you where we're at. English, shift, USA, buy it now, cheapest, $160 a box. Oh my God, that is, look at that board, everybody. Straight up, look at that flippin' board. Are you kidding me? Are you flippin' kidding me? You're a patron. You paid $81 a box from Creepy Rudy. You did the reach around. You went through the back cave. You went here. You ended up here. Literally, that is from 2017. Oops, sorry. 2017, that's a 2-year difference from 81 to 160. That's a straight up double burger. That's a double burger. Hashtag double taco. Double the meat. Are you serious? You've got to be kidding me. Eldritch Moon is the most important, best performing booster box compared to lottery cards, ending core sets, and Garbage Fire Ixalan, the Illuminati. You have Eldritch flippin' Moon. Yeah. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Like, I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it myself. Expected value of the cards in the set, not done crap. Lottery cards, not done crap. Anybody really want it? Nobody cares. $160. Okay. Sell it on eBay, sell it on eBay for $160. You pay full retail everything. You only net $140. We're gonna chop off 20 bucks instead of 10. $140, you start at 81, you're up $60 in 24 months. 24 months, $60. Look, here's a penis and balls. Has nothing to do with the video. That is how ridiculous. That is $60 on one box. 10 boxes, you're up $600. 100 boxes, you just made 6 G's, boys and girls. 6 G's. And that's assuming you sell one box at a time and you lose $20 a box. No local, no cash, no combined shipping, nothing. And you're talking Eldritch Moon. That's all. I got nothing else. I'm wound up in this video now. Like this, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely absurd. You look at the results of all this stuff. Look at these results. I mean, the numbers are astonishing. Oh no, Rudy's this and that, and the new investing's done. Everything's failed. He's just dumping garbage to his patrons. He doesn't. Dude, I've been hearing it nonstop for years. I've heard all the negativity. Those are the numbers.